Hey, welcome to today. What does that mean? Today is June 4th. This is episode 48. And we're talking about why does food always win the race? What's the deal? If you ever felt like your insulin and your food are legitimately in a race, and the food is basically driving a Ferrari while your insulin's still back at the house tying its shoes, right? Maybe even Velcro. You're not even tying your shoes. That's not just a feeling, okay? That's real. Hey, my name's Neil. This is your Best T1 to Year podcast. And in exactly 1 week, my new book, Type 1 Diabetes, True Stories, launches. It is full of moments just like this. There are some funny stories, some frustrating ones, some true to life stories from 30 plus years of trying to figure this out. And I'm going to tell you more soon. I've lived with type 1 diabetes since 1992. Even now, the timing game still catches me off guard. Okay, it just does. But understanding why food moves faster than insulin, that kind of changes everything for us. It did for me. So let's talk about this, okay? Let's kind of get nerdy for a second. Can we do that? Can you do it? You have no choice. I'm going to do it. When you eat a meal, especially one with fast-acting carbs, what happens is our body starts breaking that food down immediately. Now, for a lot of people, blood sugar starts rising within 10, 15 minutes. But insulin, like even the rapid acting stuff like Humalog or Novolog, it takes around 15 minutes, like just to start working. And that insulin, it peaks somewhere between 60 to 90 minutes. And it can linger like in our body for up to 5 hours. But why the delay? Well, unless you're using an insulin pump that doses directly into your bloodstream, and spoiler, you're not, because that doesn't exist. Your insulin has to first get absorbed through that layer of skin and fat, right? And then it's got to get into our bloodstream before it can even think about starting to lower our blood glucose. So while all of our carbs are out there setting land speed records, our insulin is still like working on getting cleared through TSA. It's just like way behind. You're like, oh, come on, grandpa, like giddy up here. So this is where things really start to get frustrating. You bolus, right? You eat and then you spike. And that post-meal spike, it isn't happening because you messed up. It's happening because our insulin just can't keep up with the carbs. Can't do it. Not even close. So what do most of us do? We panic bolus, right? An hour later, then we crash, then we rage at the CGM, and it's the same loop over and over again. But here is the good news. When we shift the timing, like even a little bit, everything changes. Right? It's like, oh, the timeline got shifted, right? The sacred timeline. So when we take our insulin, maybe 10, 15, even 20 minutes before that very first bite of food, we're giving it time to warm up and get into our bloodstream and be ready before the food shows up. Now, that overlap, you can't see it. I'm doing it on video. My hands are flapping all over the place. That overlap, that little Venn diagram of glucose rising and insulin working, that is the sweet spot. And no, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? We just got to get the timing closer. For some people, 5 minutes helps. For other people, like 20 minutes makes more sense. It depends on your meal and your body, the day that you're having, but here's the move. Start paying attention. Remember, we said this in the last episode. Notice when you spike after your meal, and then just think about, when did I bolus? That is the first step in timing it all better. I'm telling you, like that's the real win. Now, today's challenge is simple. Just pick one meal today, just one of them. Bolus before. You could do it 2 minutes, 3 minutes, just a few minutes. Watch your CGM and start noticing what changes. Because when you start seeing why food wins the race, you can start giving your insulin like a fighting chance. Really, seriously. Now, this episode has helped you, or maybe if it's helped you feel a little bit more seen, would you do this for me? Would you send it to somebody else who's living with type 1? Or maybe hit subscribe so you don't miss any of these episodes that are coming out, because it's every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And one last thing before I finish this, I want to thank Blue Circle Health because they're sponsoring this podcast. If this episode stirred something up in you, if you're tired of hearing well, you're out of network, or try calling back next month, right? Please check out Blue Circle Health. And this is this might be the first time you've heard of them, but they offer free care and support for people living with type 1, and they don't make you fight for it. We're talking about real, genuine help, okay? This is like CGM training, emotional support, diabetes education, medication access. They'll even help you navigate insurance, right? Like representative, are you kidding me? They have helped people in 10 states lower their A1C, get better access to their meds, and just feel less alone, because it shouldn't be this hard to stay alive. And Blue Circle Health is proving that it doesn't have to be. You can sign up for free at bluecirclehealth.org. Remember, this episode is just the beginning of our Pre-Bolus process for the entire month of June. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, new episodes come out. I say this all the time, nobody remembers easy. And you're doing the hard thing, and that matters. I'll see you next time.